Okay, hi, Paul Slackis, Good News Planet. We're here at the United Nations. Actually, I just learned that the United Nations is in the process of updating itself and making it safer for the people that are here. We're here because it's Happiness Day, but it also is the March 20th, which is Earth Day. There was an event this morning at 7:02, as well as we're here for a happiness event. So the United Nations has done many wonderful things and proclaimed International Day of Peace, of which we're going to work very hard to create a major event for.
You've been listening to the UNSRC Jazz Society. We are one of the staff recreation clubs here at the UN, and we have one more number to do, and it's in observance of International Happiness Day, and we're going to ask you to join us. So this is your one shot at karaoke. How many know what karaoke is?
Yeah, we know.
I don't see any hands over here. You don't know what karaoke is?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to sing a song that everybody knows. Happy birthday. How about that?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to sing Happy Birthday, Day of Happiness. Okay? So we're going to let Tom start us off so we know what key we're singing in. And so everybody, we'll let Tom start us. And then everybody's going to sing, right? You know the words?
How are you? Where is your camera?
It's right here.
Check this out. Let's see if everybody sing.
Can you help out hitting these down?
Good afternoon and happy International Day of Happiness. My name is Matt Master, the Director of the Outreach Division in the Department of Public Information. And today's event is a joint initiative of the United Nations Academic Impact, which is an initiative of the Department of Public Information and the Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, and the Permanent Mission of Bhutan to the United Nations. We thank Ambassador Latu Wangchuk for his kind support and participation in today's event. We would also like to acknowledge the support and cooperation extended by members of civil society, especially to Margot Lazarov of the Global Family, an NGO associated with UNAI. Thank you. The theme of this afternoon's conversation, happiness and well-being, essential for a sustainable future, has its origin in the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 66/281, which established the International Day of Happiness. A few words about today's format. This is designed as a conversation, and we expect you to actively participate in it, so please do so. To make the conversation really interactive, we have requested our panel members to keep their introductory remarks to under 5 minutes, and I ask you to help them stay on 5 minutes. Before we turn to our panel members, I would like to invite His Excellency Ambassador Onchok for his welcome remark. Ambassador.
Thank you. Honorable Secretary General, Excellencies, distinguished members of the ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I welcome you all to this very important event. I offer my greetings to the members of the panel who will momentarily embark on a conversation on happiness and well-being, essential for a sustainable development. The United Nations General Assembly, through its Resolution 66/281, proclaimed the 20th of March as the International Day of Happiness. This is important for the world, for it allows us to reflect on the meaning and purpose of life. For far too long, we have neglected this, and it is beginning to impact our lives and that of our planet in a big way. Incidentally, Bhutan has declared March 20 as the National Day. We live in the 21st century, where human intelligence and ingenuity has reached an unimaginable height. Yet, there is no international peace and security. Many parts of our world are stricken with wars, conflict, terrorism, and so on. Poverty, hunger, diseases continue unabated. In the name of security and balance of power, we divert our scarce resources to war machines and war preparedness. In the name of economic development, we plunder our delicate and precious planet. In the name of trade and commerce, we compromise all forms of ethics. Indeed, we are selfish, blinded by greed. The great Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Our world has enough for everyone's need, but not everyone's greed." It is obvious that we have followed a wrong path in our pursuit of well-being and happiness. Wouldn't it make a better sense to divert those scarce resources to invest in education that is wholesome, physical well-being, mental well-being, and spiritual well-being? No one can disagree that the most precious and indeed the ultimate goal of humanity is well-being and happiness. If it is so, why aren't we working towards it? Our world cannot function anymore under the business as usual. Now is the time to look at our world, our planet, and ourselves with a renewed sense of responsibility and self-discipline. We have been irrational and irresponsible long enough. Now is the time to refocus and understand the meaning and purpose of life. Now is the time to redirect our efforts to serving humanity. Now is the time to understand us and salvage ourselves. Now is the time to realize that our world is interconnected. One cannot pretend to be happy if there is disharmony in one's family. Similarly, we cannot be at peace if our neighbors are in turmoil. Likewise, we cannot expect to have international peace and security if some pockets of our world are stricken with wars, conflicts, poverty, and injustices. We are all interconnected, and therefore we all must take responsibility. Let us all work for peace, security, harmony, and sustainable development, which are preconditions to achieving the ultimate goal for collective happiness. Tashikare, and thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Washington. Now, without further ado, we will turn to our panel distinguished panel members to introduce the theme of today's conversation. We're most delighted to welcome Mr. the Undersecretary General for Communications and Public Information of the Department of Public Information. Mr. Pinto here.
Thank you so much, Maya. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, excellencies. My colleagues in preparing this meeting and my remarks suggested a very serious look at the topic of happiness, and so in that sense I will not be a match to the happiness that our musicians have just shared with us. So I hope you'll understand. First and foremost, I should send kind regards from the Deputy Secretary General Jan Eliasson, who's asked me to represent him here today, and to share his good wishes for you for our gathering today. I would like to thank the Kingdom of Bhutan for having been the creator of this idea of designating a day dedicated to celebrating happiness. I might say fondly remember several visits flying across the Himalayas and then through the valleys down to the city of Paru, touching down in Bhutan, and that's why it's not a surprise that the concept of happiness would have found its creator in the Kingdom of Bhutan. Joining us today, as was mentioned before, is Ambassador Wangchuk, Permanent Representative of Bhutan, and I would like also personally thank you for the partnership that you've shown with the United Nations Academic Impact Program, particularly among by the Department of Public Information. So thank you so much, sir. Last year, when the United Nations General Assembly decided to declare March 20th as the International Day of Happiness, a lot of people raised eyebrows. Some suggested that happiness was a state of mind and far too abstract a concept. Others asked how could there be a common template for measuring happiness. Happiness often defined and sometimes easier defined, but what does not constitute happiness? Like happiness is not when you're hungry, when you're sick, when you're unable to support your family. Happiness is not when you're fleeing a war or when your human rights are being violated. For many people, that represents their everyday reality. Some must face it alone. Others try to find support and solace through human solidarity, and often with the help of the United Nations. While there is no way we can fully address the emotional needs of individuals, there is growing consensus on the possibility of meaningful joint action to achieve our basic human needs, such as fighting poverty, promoting health and well-being, safeguarding human rights, and protecting the environment. Taken together, they constitute a sort of global map of human happiness. And the United Nations was created for that purpose, to build such a human happiness map. These goals are best summarized already in the Charter of the United Nations: to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, to maintain justice, and to promote better standards of life in larger freedom. Of course, and there are those who would like to define human development and happiness in purely materialistic terms. The United Nations, however, was among the first one to develop a more holistic approach of development, along three main criteria: longevity, knowledge, and a decent standard of living. Another important initiative by the Secretary General is the one on the Millennium Development Goals that tries to pursue the similar objectives. In the year 2000, as you know, the Millennium Summit here in New York, world leaders committed themselves to work towards 8 main development goals, ranging from halving extreme poverty to halting the spread of HIV/AIDS and providing universal primary education, all by the target date of 2015. These goals are clearly measurable and easy to understand, and they are directly related to happiness and to the happiness of millions of people. After all, happiness is best understood in the context of human well-being and sustainability. Together they define gross global happiness, the Secretary General said. Such a paradigm shift will be possible only when we are able to join our hearts and minds, and all of us commit ourselves to fulfilling the common goals of a better tomorrow. Rabindranath Tagore, one of the greatest poets, wrote about this vision most beautifully when he said, when he wrote, "I slept and I dreamed that life was joy. I awoke and I saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy." Now that is a perfect happiness project, and it deserves the world's complete support. Thank you very much.